Welcome to today's episode, where we delve into the most pressing issues shaping our world. The spotlight today is on a situation unfolding with profound implications across multiple dimensions: the intensifying conflict between Israel and Iran. This development is not just another headline, it is a pivotal event with significant geopolitical and economic stakes that reverberate far beyond the Middle East. In recent days, the conflict between these two nations has reached a new and alarming intensity. What was previously a simmering confrontation has now expanded into a broader regional crisis. This escalation is not confined to isolated skirmishes or diplomatic sparring. Instead, it represents a significant shift that commands emergency coverage from international broadcasters and sets the global news agenda. Its repercussions are already being felt in energy markets, transportation routes, and the strategic calculations of governments worldwide. To appreciate the gravity of this situation, we must first understand why it matters so profoundly. Conflicts involving major regional powers like Israel and Iran carry immediate global repercussions. The dynamics of oil prices, shipping routes, military postures, and international alliances can be swiftly altered. Such transformations affect not only the military landscape, but also have consequential economic and diplomatic ripples. For instance, fluctuations in oil prices can trigger a cascade of effects, raising fuel costs, influencing inflation, and complicating central banks' efforts to maintain economic stability. Thus, the ramifications of this conflict extend far and wide, touching the lives of individuals and the strategic interests of nations across the globe. The historical context of this confrontation adds layers to our understanding. Tensions between Israel and Iran have not emerged overnight. They have been simmering for years, fueled by proxy warfare, covert operations, and cyber attacks. Periodic direct confrontations have further strained relations. However, the current phase appears distinct, characterized by an increased scale and visibility that has captured the attention of major global powers. This shift is forcing policymakers to navigate the delicate balance between the risks of escalation and the costs of restraint. The decisions made in these moments could have lasting impacts, influencing regional stability and global diplomatic dynamics. For audiences worldwide, the salient question is whether this is a contained exchange or the precursor to a protracted regional war. Should the conflict expand, neighboring states might face pressures on multiple fronts: border security, airspace control, trade flow management, and internal stability. Conversely, if the situation stabilizes, the aftermath could still involve sanctions, retaliatory measures, and a lingering period of strategic uncertainty. Each scenario presents unique challenges and potential outcomes that must be carefully considered. The implications of this conflict extend beyond the immediate geographic region because the global economy is intricately linked to energy markets. Even without direct disruption to supply chains, the mere perception of war risk can lead to increased insurance costs for shipping, heightened fuel prices, and broader market volatility. Traders and investors, responding to uncertainty, can create ripple effects that influence everything from consumer prices to government fiscal policies. This interconnectedness underscores why the situation demands attention from a global audience, including businesses, policymakers, and consumers. In closing, it is essential to recognize that this unfolding story is not just about the violence or the geopolitical maneuvers. It is about the economic risks and the potential for change on a global scale. The importance of this narrative lies as much in what has already happened as in the potential for further developments. As we continue to monitor this situation, we must remain attuned to the broader implications and prepare for the possible shifts it may bring to the global order. This is a moment that requires careful observation, thoughtful analysis, and a readiness to respond to the challenges it presents. Thank you for tuning in, and we will continue to bring you updates and insights as the story unfolds.